Morning, Namaskar dear students. Today's date is 16th June 2020. As you know, we are solving periodic ones worksheet. Today we are going to solve chapter 3 and 4th worksheet. Okay, so let's be ready with your textbook and worksheet. Our first scene passage is from the answer to different tasks. So let's read the passage together. The answer to how a windmill works is easy. Its name carries the answer with it. It works by harnessing the power of the wind. The word windmill is made up of two parts, wind and mill. So far, we know what wind stands for. But what about mill? A mill is a machine that grinds small, hard grains to make soft flour. So, a windmill uses wind to grind grains. Sounds simple, right? But windmills can do other useful tasks too. They can pump water and even generate electricity. Let's see how windmills can do so many different tasks. Now, it's a time to write the answers of the question. How do windmills work? And our answer is here. Windmills work by harnessing the power of the wind. Now, let's see the next question. Which is our next question? See, what is mill? A mill is a machine that grinds small hard grains to make soft flour. Third question, which tasks are performed by windmills? Windmills grind grains, they can pump water and even generate electricity. Now fourth one, make meaningful sentences with the words harnessing and generate. Harnessing means control and make use of. Generate means to produce or create. Now let's see the sentence of harnessing. Harnessing sentence. Wind turbines are one way of harnessing renewable energy. Second word, generate. Generate means to produce or create. We hope to generate some new ideas at the meeting. Okay. So you can write another sentences of your choice. This is for example only, right? Or you can write this one. Now see in passage 2. Windmills are very till wind farms. So let's see here. Here is our passage. Windmills are very important since they provide a way to produce electricity without causing any pollution, which is an eco-friendly option for us. Wind is also a renewable source of the energy. This means we can never run out of wind energy. We have built many wind farms to take advantage of this. A wind farm is a place where numerous means many. Wind turbines are erected to make a lot of electricity. They can be built on land or in seas and oceans. The largest onshore on land wind farm is located in China. It is called the Gansu Wind Farm. Now let's answer the questions. Okay, let's see. Our first question is mention the points that make windmills very important. First and second point I have written in short. Windmills provide a way to produce electricity without causing any pollution, and it is a safe and green source of energy. Now second question, define the term renewable source of energy. Means lifelong. Okay, so the term renewable source of energy means we can never run out of wind energy or that particular source of energy. I have written the answer according to the paragraph here. Okay, what is a wind farm? A wind farm is a place where numerous wind turbines are erected to make a lot of electricity. Where can windmills be built? Windmills can be built on land or in seas and oceans. Now, let's see the unseen passage 1. Read the passage carefully and answer the following questions. Long ago, there ruled a king named Dashratha in Ayodhya. He was a very kind ruler. He loved hunting very much. Every hunting day he went to a nearby forest. He was also a very good shot. There lived a blind old couple in his kingdom. They had a son, Shravan Kumar. He was a very obedient boy. He always served his old parents. They were very happy with him. They always blessed him. One day his mother said, "My dear son, you have served us for a long time. Now we have only one desire. Now we wish to go on a pilgrimage. But alas, we cannot go. We are blind and helpless." On hearing this, he said, "Dear mother, please don't worry. I shall do everything to fulfill your desire." Questions. First, where did Dashratha rule? B. Ayodhya. Second, what did Dashratha love? A. Hunting. 3. In whose kingdom did the blind couple live? In King Dashratha's. D option is the correct option. Fourth one, whose son was Shravan Kumar? Shravan Kumar was the son of old blind couple. Right. Fifth one, what was the only desire of the blind couple? Their desire was to go on a pilgrimage. Right. Now C option is the correct. Now see unseen passage 2. Read the following passage and answer the questions given at the end of each. My grandmother always went to school with me because the school was attached to the temple. The priest taught us the alphabets and the morning prayer, while the children sat in rows on either side of the veranda, singing the alphabets of the prayer in a chorus. Okay, my grandmother sat inside reading the scriptures. When we had both finished, we would walk back together. This time, the village dogs would meet us at the temple door. They followed us to our home, growling and fighting with each other for the chapatis we threw to them. Questions. Why did the grandmother go to school with the writer? The grandmother went to school with the writer because the school was attached to the temple. And we can add one more thing, because she want to spend some time in the temple. Okay, if you want to write, you can write it. Why did the grandmother do? What did the grandmother do in the temple? The grandmother sat inside the temple reading the scriptures. What did the priest teach them? The priest taught the alphabets and the morning prayer. What did they give to the dogs? They gave the chapatis to the dogs. Now, what do you mean by chorus and scriptures? Chorus, a large organized group of singers. Okay, means the boys, the students were singing in group. Okay, the alphabet song. And scriptures means the scared writing of a religion. Now, let's see the chapter. We are going to solve the worksheet of chapter 4, the travels of Marco Polo. Okay, more than 700 years still Marco Polo. We are going to read our first passage, scene passage, and then we are going to write the answer. So let's be attentive. More than 700 years ago, a warship commander of Venice, Marco, was captured by the rival city. He put into a prison where he met a fellow prisoner and writer named Rustichello. Rustichello. Okay. As the two men became friends, Marco told him about his time in Asia, what he had seen, where he had traveled, and what he had accomplished. Rustichello found the stories so interesting that he wrote them down. They were eventually published as a book called The Description of the World, later known as the Travels of Marco Polo. Now we are going to answer the questions. Our first question is, who was Marco? Marco was a warship commander of Venice. Second question, who was the fellow prisoner of Marco? A writer named Rustichello was the fellow prisoner of Marco. Now, third question, who was Rustichello? Rustichello was a writer. Now, fourth question, which book was published by Marco and Rustichello? The Description of the World book was published by Marco and Rustichello. Now, our scene passage to his book Till Weapon. Now, let's see from the textbook. His book, The Description of the World, makes special mention of his time in China, Mongol Empire, and the bizarre inventions he saw there. It told Europeans how paper money was used in China, while the rest of the world used heavy metal coins. The same paper was used to make kites that were used to measure distances and send signals. The book also tells how black stones, now known as coal, were mined from the mountains and used as fuel. And among the most revolutionary things was the description of gunpowder. The Chinese used it to make firecrackers and weapons. Now let's see the question answers. Okay, first one. Who is the author of the book The Description of the World? Rustichello is the author of the book The Description of the World. What is the book The Description of the World about? The Description of the World book is about Marco's time in China and the bizarre inventions he saw there. What was the most revolutionary thing described in the book The Description of the World? The description of the gunpowder. The Chinese used it to make firecrackers and weapons was the most revolutionary thing described in the book. What does it mean by bizarre? Make a meaningful sentence with the given word. Bizarre means very strange or unusual. Sentence, she wasn't going to break his bizarre rules on the first day. Now, unseen passage. Read the following passage carefully and answer of the questions which are given below. There are four major domains of the earth: lithosphere, atmosphere, hydrosphere, and biosphere. The solid portion of the earth is called lithosphere. The large land masses are known as continents. All continents lie in lithosphere. There are 7 continents. Asia is the largest continent and Australia is the smallest continent. Australia is called an island continent. The part of the earth which is covered with water is called hydrosphere. The Pacific Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, the Indian Ocean, the Southern Ocean, and the Arctic Pacific Ocean is the largest ocean. The earth is surrounded by a layer of gases called the atmosphere. There are 5 layers in the atmosphere. The biosphere is the narrow zone of contact between the land, water, and air. Answer the following questions. How many domains of the earth are there? There are 4 major domains of the earth. What is lithosphere? The solid portion of the earth is called lithosphere. Third, which continent is called island continent? Australia is called an island continent. What is hydrosphere? The part of the earth which is covered with water is called hydrosphere. Now let's see which ocean is the largest ocean of the world. The Pacific Ocean is the largest ocean of the world. What is atmosphere? The earth is surrounded by a layer of gases. It is called atmosphere or called the atmosphere, right? Now let's read the passage 2, unseen passage 2. Read the paragraph carefully and give the answers of the following questions. Eat plants and other animals. Animals can be grouped under 4 categories depending on the kind of food habits. Animals that eat plants are called herbivores. Cow, sheep, giraffe are some herbivores animals. Carnivores are animals that eat flesh of other animals. Animals like lion, tiger, etc. are carnivores animals. Okay, some birds eat flesh are called scavengers. Eagle and vulture are scavengers. Animals that eat plants and flesh of other animals both are called omnivores. Bear, crow, cockroach are some omnivores. Parasites are small insects or animals. Flies, leeches and bugs are some parasites. Now question answers. What are herbivores? Animals that eat plants are called herbivores. What are carnivores? Carnivores are the animals that eat flesh of other animals. What are parasites? Parasites are small insects or animals. Name some carnivore animals: tiger, lion, fox, etc. Okay, 5. Name some omnivores: bear, crow, cockroach, etc. We can write by your choice also. Now today we have completed PA1's worksheet. Okay, so I hope that both the PDF files will help you to complete your worksheet. Okay, thank you.